I'll tell you 3 features I got on there still, yeah. So I got a track on there with Ten Dixon.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Big banger by myself.
Jeez.
And I also got a tune by Filthy Gears with Logan and Villain as well.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I can let you know that much so far. But yeah, there's a lot of big features on there. It's going to be a big piece of music, trust me.
You heard it from the man himself, Joe Fire, and a debut album.
Yeah.
Finally. And I have got the last radio appearance for a while. So tonight you are going to be taking over the Fat Steve Freestyle. You've picked 2 instrumentals produced by yourself.
Produced by myself, you know. Yeah, I've been making beats. I don't know if everybody knows, so I thought there's no better way of showcasing it than jump on them myself and let the people hear how my thing is. You know what I mean?
100%. How long have you been producing for?
You know what? On and off for a couple of years, but seriously since the start of COVID, really.
Sick.
Like, that's when I really just knuckled down and said, you know what, let me start doing this thing properly. So yeah, about 2 years now, really. Yeah.
So what's the crack? Can people hit you up for rhythms?
Yeah, people can hit me up for rhythms all day long. DJs, you know what I'm saying? MCs, artists, singers, all of that, man. I got beats for everyone, really, man. So yeah,
Beautiful.
hit me up.
Right, so we're going to kick off the Fat Steve Freestyle if everyone inside the room is ready. I'm getting nods from people. We're good. Kitty, you ready? Kitty's in the corner with a phone out. Come on. Right, which one do you want to start with? We've got Steez or The Cure?
Let's start with The Cure.
Ooh. Right. This is the Fat Steve Freestyle. We have Joe Fire inside, Reprezent Radio 107.3, and this is part 1 of the Fat Steve Freestyle. Let's go.
Yeah. Fire for them, HMG. Hang tight the Fat Steve, so yeah. Reprezent Radio, you already know the settings. Whoa. Alright, listen good. Yeah. I'm trying to run away from the days when I had nothing. Nothing but stress and problems. Nothing, I just ate dumplings. I had to do something. I was on the roadside juggling. A couple times I dropped the ball though. Man flopped and I couldn't pick up then. Yeah, I was wishing for an angel, but I kept meeting goblins. I've been fighting and fighting. All of the bones in my hand, I brought them. Fighting evil forces, but I can't lose 'cause I'm God sent. So anytime that I fell down, he told me get up then. Yeah, so I did that. I ain't the type to just sit back. Negative energy, dismiss that. Me and bad mind, it's a mismatch. All of my brothers got clean hearts. I don't roll with no riff-raff. I had to check myself. Why am I calling my brother my dog? Like some my brother them is staff. How could I expect respect from my brothers if I don't give that? Listen, when I think about how we've been treated, the thing don't sit right. Yeah, I'm willing to fight so that my kids don't live that. How many times should we get kicked before we kick back? They actually fooled man to think that the best thing to do is to flip. Listen, they set up to be like this from I was a kid, facts. You on the road watching my brethrens get illegally kidnapped. Yeah, enough time, it was long time before we see man get back. And when they get back, they be struggling to catch up cause setbacks. Yeah, so mad. Yeah, so mad. Cause when they get back, they be struggling to catch up cause setbacks. Yeah, so sad. Yeah, so sad. Listen, when I told man build, they couldn't comprehend it. Man love rely upon friendship, but everything can go left if a friend flips. That's why I captain my own ship. I'm about ownership. Progress come focus. I'm trying to stay far away from them locusts. I'm a businessman, but more time I ain't in a suit and a loafers. The grind's endless. When I'm dead then I can rest. Man's gotta push like bench press. So I'm relentless. I break down opposition, tear the defenseless. I put in the work, now my reach is extensive. I can't stop cause every year life gets more expensive. I got daughters to raise. I have to make sure them Chris. Yeah? So I keep on drilling like a dentist. Only a hating fool could resent this. Most couldn't walk in my shoes if the crepes fit. Listen, car, they lose their mind and they get sick. The life that I live in's been hectic, sit like septic, like B-Dub said. Whoa, when I was low, I rised above it. Listen, when I was low, I rised above it. Strength. Yeah, Reprezent Radio. Fat Steve Show, I hear me?
Jeez!
Everything warm and clean.
Mads.
Yeah.
Mads. Mr. Joe Fire, that instrumental is quite fantastic, I do have to say.
Thank you very much.
Can I have that one?
Much. Yeah, that's there. I told you.
Hey,
I told you already.
come
Yeah, man,
on.
that's you, man.
Nah, I really like that. That is
Yeah,
definitely
man,
a bit
that's
of
you,
me.
man. Yeah, take that, man. That's you. You got it, so you know what I'm saying?
I have
Do your thing.
witnesses. I have witnesses.
Yeah, man.
Right, part 2, we're going to get into Steez. Is there any background behind this, or we're just going to go straight in?
You know what? I just been billing, to tell you the truth. This one's a nice little vibesy one. That's what I said. Let me start off with that one, something deeper. So right now we're going to get into more of the vibesy thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I ain't even going to withhold this from you. Let's get straight into it. This one is part 2 of the Fat Steve freestyle, Joe Fire.
Yeah. Could I get a little bit more in the headphone? Just a little bit. Yeah, nice. Alrighty. Hang tight on my gangster friend them, yeah? Alright. Bars. I'm back with a barrage of bars to sabotage. I'm par with these vocal stars and I'm a vocals hard. Them can't test my bars. Tear them apart like A4. Ban an MC like Rory's paper. Man get strike like a match if they try match bun like sofa. You think I'm a mug get wet like coaster? Hear how I deal with misbehavior. I get hot and I steam in like vapor. Then later I'll be in your girl's mat just like a vape pen. Just like a vape pen. I got the flavor. I bun flavors and I bun haters. Every day man I cake up like bakers. I bun flavors and I bun haters. Every day man I cake up like... Yo, I said, I can't be pacified. When the beat's on and I speak, then you have to vibe. Man can't say slides, they pull up my bars cause they want him to say it twice. And then MCs get vexed, car they ain't nice. I tell a man, don't big up your pigeon chest. Your little bird brain you when I catch you when you wish you could fly. You have to ramp on your chicken legs. Flipping a set, they're like flipping heck. Cause when I'm in a set, hear how it's set. Everything figure upset, true say on fire. Most of them are not hot, yeah I jump on a beat with a hot step. Every time I drop a 16 whole spot quiff. Yeah, I'm too fire for them, come on. Yo, listen, yeah, it's J-O, can't forget about the E-F-I-R, can't forget about the E. J-O, can't forget about the E-F-I-R, can't forget about the E. And if I make peace, can't forget about my G's. Make peace, can't forget about my G's. If I make peace, can't forget about my G's. Make peace, can't forget about my... It's J-O, can't forget about the E-F-I-R, can't forget about the E. J-O, can't forget about the E-F-I-R, can't forget about the... If I make peace, can't forget about my G's. If I make peace, can't forget about my... Make peace, can't forget about my... Listen. In a pro league, I done past the semis. I done made my name. Now I'm like, where's the belly? Everything good air like Becky. I wake up and I eat beats in my brekkie. Tell a man cool to relax, no settee. More time moving a packs of the Pepe. Must move right or you could get tech way. If I can get caught then it's checkmate. So I walk cautiously, I don't step bait. I protect my head and my chest plate. Car you could get snaked by your best mate. Yeah, I'm a leader, so I set pace. I roll with bosses, everyone said way. Nah, I'd have to get my hands dirty. Make man do a glide on a road like it's J-O, can't forget about the E-F-I-R, can't forget about the J-O, can't forget about the E-F-I-R, can't forget about the E. And if I make peace, can't forget about my... If I make peace, can't forget about my G's. If I make peace, can't forget about my... Ewa. Mother tell them like, fire for them. Way too hot to fire for them. Way too hot to fire for them. I'm fire for them. Way too hot to... I said I'm way too hot to fire for them. Straight. Whoa. Fat Steve show, how you mean? Reprezent Radio.
Mad.
Nice and clean.
Mad.
And I didn't swear once.
You did not swear once.
Trust me, big up.
See, these are my favourite kind of people, man.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
I think that's one of my favourites.
Big up, man.
Very,
you, man.
very smooth. Very clean.
Smooth. Yeah, man. I thought, let me just try and do something different. Most of the time, people hear me screaming down the place. Well, let me show them.
This is the new side to Joe Fire.
Yeah, man. Little relaxed
side you've been missing.
Yeah, the side you've been missing. You get me? So you're going to see this side a little bit more now still.
Joe, thank you so much for joining me on the Fat Steve Show tonight. Anytime. What are your socials so people can keep up to date with you?
Joe Fire FFD on Insta. Joe Fire FFD on Twitter. Just search Joe Fire on Spotify. Joe Fire on Bandcamp. You'll find me, man. I'm there.
And you are at a specific event on Saturday where people can see you live.
You can find me at Fire venue in Vauxhall.
Jeez.
Grime Original set, yeah? I'm going to be there, yeah? On a new gen set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can catch me around 12-ish, half 12-ish. I'm going to be there with a man them, burning up the whole place. Full pressure, you get me? I will be screaming down the place on that day. You get me? So yeah, man.
It's going to be very lit. Go and cop your tickets right now for Grime Originals on Saturday, where you can catch Joe Fire on the new generation set, doing what he does best. Joe, thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Anytime.
And next